Hi everybody, I know you've probably been sitting on the edge of your chair with excitement over this next handwriting video. I bet you've been thinking about it all week. So, like I mentioned last time, chart 10, we are moving away from the letters that we've been practicing for ages. The C's, the H's, the D's and the A's. See you later. We are now on to our E's, our C's and our K's, which we use in a lot of joins. And we're looking at that today with the I, the L, the T and the U. Okay, now as mentioned last time, I'm just going to be showing you on the single lined paper, but what I have done rather than last time where I just drew all the way across is I've just sectioned the lines using dashes, so it's a bit easier, but I've only done it halfway across, so you can kind of see how it should look just on the single lines as well, basically. But if you need to have any dashes on there just to kind of support your letter formation and sizing, go for it. Okay, now as always, make sure you're sitting properly, pencil grip, watch those videos back if you need to, just so you are in the right position, you've got your paper turned the right way, and but you are still facing the desk. Okay, so as I've said already, the paper looks straight because I've tilted the camera, but I am sitting with it at an angle. Okay, so let's have a look at chart 10, starting with EI. There is another way that we'll be looking at joining up the E, but this is certainly the one that we're focusing on at the moment. So you can see here we go across and round and we're still joining from the bottom. So EI. So E still sits below that scared monkey, okay? Who's not going above the middle part of the line, still staying below. Oops, sorry. Same with the I. Okay, the only thing above that middle part of the line is the dot, basically. Okay. And it looks like that. If I'm doing it without, make sure that those letters aren't floating. So they are still sitting on the bottom of the line. That one's probably not the best one, actually. That's a terrible example. Okay, EL, so a bit like EI, except this time it's an ascender, so you're going all the way up, down and flick. And that flows really nicely. There we go, and then off the support lines, so you can see what it looks like there. ET, phone home, is exactly the same, except you need to remember to cross the T, and the cross of course comes from the middle part of the line and it goes up at the diagonal, quite similar to how we kind of write the E. The E can have a bit of a diagonal slant to it as well. And then finally on this line, moving on to EU. So both of these staying below that scared monkey. Make sure they're not floating. The bottom part of the letters are touching the bottom part of the line. And remembering that flick on the U, so that when we start joining to the U, we've got a good join. Okay. So moving on, the next one that we're looking at joining up is the C. So again, we're following the same pattern, the I, L, T and U, but starting with the C. So a bit like the second part of the letter E, starting here and curving around. And then the next letter is CL. Just draw one there so you can see what it looks like without the support line. So I'm still in the middle of the line, okay? That's really important. Okay, try and not make that join quite so big actually. That was not a very good example. That's better. Now, when you're doing a C, make sure that you've still got a bit of a curve here. Okay, not loads, but you don't want it to start here. Otherwise it doesn't look like a C. Okay, so you need to have that curve over now, but obviously you don't want to go too far like that, otherwise it starts looking like either a bad E or kind of like a cinnamon swirl, and we're not eating it, so it can't be that one. Okay, so just make sure going round, nice curly C, got that curve there, and then all the way up. And again, that's the same for CT, but of course, remember to cross that T. Now I'm not spending too long talking to you about these because these are letters now that, oh, a bit far there, that we have been practicing over and over, okay? So I know you can do these anyway. It's just important to see how they join. Okay, see you. There's one. And then finally, moving on to the last ones, we've got our K join. And I'll go through this one slowly because this is a bit of a weird join. It almost doesn't look like it should join like this. Anyway, so you go down and then you're going to take the K in from this. So because it's the lowercase k, we're doing it in the second part of the bottom here. So you're going to go in, out, and then keep that going for your join. Okay. So you can go down. You can do it this way. It depends how you like to do your K. So you can either go in and out a bit like an arrow, or you can do that bit first, then come down and join up like that. You might find that bit a bit easier. So straight down, out from the middle, down from the bottom, and continue into the next. It's kind of like a weird flick that you're having to do there. So straight down, kick out, and join. That one's better. So you can see it's taken me a few goes to work out how to get it right. There we go. And that'll be exactly the same for KL. So straight down, kick out, up and down. Yeah, got the hang of it now. So same again for KT. So straight down, kick, go back in. So you're kind of kicking out from the middle, so you're kicking away from the stem of the K. And then up, flick, don't forget your T. So kick out, up, T. Okay, if you get stuck and you find that tricky, do your K first and then just keep your pencil at the bottom there and then go up. So if you need to kind of slow it right down, do that. So line, kick out, kick down, pause if you need to, up into that T. And then the more you practice, the more confident you get. I've actually gone too high on this one, haven't I? I think that's okay. You can kick up. So the kick up is almost a bit like the T, so you're kind of starting from the middle. And then the last one that we're looking at is KU. So use that middle to support your kick out. And again, just pause, slow it down if you need to. This one's a bit of a weird one. Okay, just like that. And then what we can do is we can start to think of any words that we know, or yeah, any words that we know. So I can think of the words, we use ET a lot, so with get or set. So I know how to do my G. Not learned how to join the G yet, which is fine. I can do my ET, or I can do set. I could do bet. Loads of different ones I can think of. Met. Net. There are loads. And I can repeat them as well. So I've got get, go. And I'm not joining the E to any of these ones because I've not learnt that join yet, which is fine. It's just a good way to practice some of my other letters that I've not used yet, but also to practice that ET join as well. Okay. And then if there's any more that you can think of, that'd be great. Share it with me. Would love to see. Otherwise, thank you for watching. That is chart 10. I know we kind of zoomed through that one. It wasn't as long. For chart 11, we're back onto a long chart again, but definitely starting to get a bit harder and something that we need to take slowly and practice. Thanks for watching. See you next time.